Let us discuss questions 5 to 8, passage 2. So this passage was a little technical. Yes, it talked about a region in our brain, neocortex, but its primary focus was on this region called zona incerta, right? So it gives an introduction and tells us that fine, the neocortex, it is our repository for long-term memories. Okay, it's a part of the brain that stores long-term memories. However, scientists have discovered a region called zona incerta, an area of brain they had previously overlooked it. This communicates with the neocortex in unconventional ways to control the formation of memories. The rest of the passage is focused on this process, right? What has been found, okay, the findings of the study are there in the last paragraph. Okay, so the second paragraph tells us that how, memories, if we understand memories better, we can even understand how to treat anxiety disorders better, how to treat memory disorders better, right? Then it talks about how a memory is formed, right? That the brain establishes connections between sensory signals that we receive from our environment and top down signals. The top down signals, they come from prior experiences and our current goals. So currently we've focused on these top down signals. So our neurons send these top down signals, and currently these have been the focus, right? It is only recently that this zona incerta and the signals that it sends have been focused on, right? So then it says that fine, the signals sent by zona incerta, they might be less numerous. However, they can still be significant. There may be certain terms in this passage that you may not understand, which is absolutely all right. Okay, just try to get a gist of this passage. Synaptic excitation, it's okay if you don't understand it. However, knowing what synapses are, if you remember this from your junior classes, these are the connections between neurons, that will help you. Okay, but it's okay if you do not know positive potentiation, if you do not know the exact meaning of synaptic excitation, you may not even require them for the questions. So just gather as much as you can in such technical passages. Okay, so we are saying that, okay, this is significant. The contribution of zona incerta can actually be significant, right? And then we say that the function of this brain region is still not yet fully understood. Okay, preliminary findings suggest that it sends inhibitory projections to important learning regions in the neocortex, that it sends some projections, right? Then we are saying that we've used an innovative approach and we found out the responses of individual zona incerta synapses in the neocortex. That how the zona incerta synapses, they, what are their responses in the neocortex? So let's say they are coming from zona incerta, they're coming from here. What is their impact on neocortex? That is what this study tried to find. Okay, and when are we looking at these responses? Before, during, and after a learning process. So we are seeing the impact of zona incerta on learning that's happening, because this learning then will impact memory formation. So they found that half of these synapses showed stronger positive responses during learning. That means there is a positive correlation here, right? A positive correlation was also found between the magnitude of plasticity. Okay, how flexible these signals are, right? And the strength of the acquired memory, the strength of the acquired learning, right? So that means they impact not just your memory but also its strength, how strong it is, right? And if you silence these projections, if they were silenced, okay, if their impact was removed during learning, that impaired the memory trace later. Then you will face problem in tracing that memory, in retrieving that memory later, right? That suggested that bidirectional plasticity, this two-way flexibility, right? This two-way flexibility is in these projections, it is necessary for learning, right? So this plasticity, this flexibility is necessary for learning. So see, again, you may not know the exact meaning of bidirectional plasticity, but again, if you are able to just decode the words roughly to understand the passage, that is enough, right? For your understanding, if you're interested in this, let me tell you what the author means by this long range inhibition. So actually, our brain, imagine that our brain is a roadway, right? It's a path where cars are traveling. So these cars are equivalent to signals in our brain sent by neurons, right? The neuron signals. Now, long range inhibition, what is its function? It acts as a traffic signal. If there is no traffic signal, then these neurotransmitters, they can go haywire, right? Creating chaos in our brain. So long range inhibition works in a way that it's equivalent to your red light, that it will give red light to some signals and green light to the others. So that is what zona incerta is also doing for our neocortex, right? This is just for your knowledge. I hope now you've understood the passage. Let us come to the questions. 434 words, genre is neuroscience. Okay, question 5. Which of the following captures the main focus area of the author in the passage most appropriately? The main focus area is on zona incerta. We have gathered that from a reading of the passage. So it's not about the importance of the neocortex as the main repository. This is just there in the first para. This is again present in one of the paragraphs on the second slide where we talk about the top-down signals, right? Then this, in fact, is what has been discussed throughout the passage. So this is the main focus area. This is discussed only towards the end, bidirectional plasticity. So eliminated. C is our answer. Okay. All of the following are false according to the passage except. So what is true? That is what we have to find. The process by which memories are stored in the brain has been known for a long time. This is false. Go to para 1. It is clearly written there that the exact process by which memories are stored is not known, right? See, it remains largely unknown. So this was false, right? Then B says there is no scientific treatment for memory and anxiety disorders at present. The passage does not say this anywhere. The passage says that understanding memory better will help us in a better treatment of memory and anxiety disorders. So this is not stated, alien, and therefore eliminated. C and D. The zona incerta region of the brain has an important role in the formation of memories. I think if you've understood even 60-70% of the passage, this is something that you must have understood from the passage. So this is something that is true, making it an easy question. The findings of the University of Freiburg Medical School and the Max Planck Institute of Brain Research have been disputed, nowhere stated in my passage. Alien again. C is our answer. Question 7. What is the relationship between bidirectional plasticity in the zona incerta, projections, and learning? Okay, projections are these, this long line of signals, this long pathway is called a projection. So what is the relationship between bidirectional plasticity in the zona incerta projections and learning? So this is stated in the last paragraph. Now let's go back to the last paragraph and read it. It says that this bidirectional plasticity in these projections is necessary for learning. This is necessary for learning, right? So the bidirectional plasticity of inhibitory projections and its necessity for learning. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm looking at the wrong question. Just a second. Yes. So it does not impair. No, it is in fact necessary for learning. Option D is the answer. Nowhere does the passage say it is only important for short-term memory. It is unrelated. No, it is very strongly related. It is necessary. That is what we have just read. So easy question again. Question 8. What did the research team discover about the signals sent by the zona incerta during the learning process? All of these synapses showed stronger positive responses during learning. Now again, this is a question based on the last paragraph. Okay, and the answer can be found from the last paragraph, direct question. Now, the paragraph clearly states that half of the synapses showed a stronger positive responses. Half of the synapses. So this becomes wrong. Right? Read the last paragraph. They were bidirectional. Okay, this is something that is stated. This is also incorrect because half of them showed stronger response and only excitatory projections were found to be necessary. This is not stated in the last paragraph, right? So this is something that is stated that the synapses, they were bidirectional. They had bidirectional plasticity. So this is going to be our answer, B. So hope this is clear to you.